Hey y'all.
This is Marques.
I'm Ty.
I'm Adeola. I'm Obi.
I'm Elliot.
You're watching The REALCAP.
Today, we're going to discuss the season finale of Insecure.
This episode opens with Issa showing up at Lawrence's job.
Obviously she misses him and she's trying to get back with him and make up with him.
Ladies, first off, do not show up at your man's job.
Right? Like, all these white people are here and they know that I just started. Call me, text me, send me a pigeon carrier.
You could show up at his job and bring him lunch. I think that's nice.
You're trying to save a relationship, so you'll go any lengths.
You see him go from being annoyed to being pissed off.
And I think it's wrong, because she's really making an effort.
Like, really? You make a mistake and then you want to dictate when we talk? No.
Okay, so it's Kelly's birthday.
They already had this trip planned and they're gonna go to Malibu and do all this wine tasting bougie shit.
She has a lot on her mind, so I'm completely down to just like go out with your friends, get drunk, turn up.
I think it's really obvious, even in the car, that Molly and Issa are not kind of vibing.
They both should have apologized to one another because they both said really mean things.
What makes this whole situation weird is that, she's pretending like her and Molly are good. She's pretending like her and Lawrence are together.
They get to the Airbnb. The Airbnb is fly.
The house is bomb.
I wonder how much it costs.
They're trying to figure out what rooms they want to stay in.
Picking rooms is a real big, it's a big deal.
You want to be with someone who's on your same, let's kick it level, right?
Molly decides that she wants to be in a room far, far away from Issa.
Normally, if that was me and my boys, they'd be like, okay, bro, what's good? Right? Like, you and Kevin always kick it, something's up.
I would think that somebody would have pointed it out, but clearly they don't care.
When you have a group of friends, having two people squabbling in the midst of four people, very, very normal.
It's hard to address an issue like straight out the gate. Maybe over a drink, or as people are getting comfortable, then you can start to kind of rehash those issues.
They go to the club.
Kelly is set on having the best time ever for her birthday. She doesn't care about anybody else.
Issa's not having fun.
Real talk, she's probably in her feelings. This is not what you do when you go out of town and you're trying to get over the fact that you fucked up. Take some shots, girl, get on the floor, have some fun.
They start playing this game. We said that, we said so. Which I kind of get, but I don't really get. I don't really know if anyone knows what that game is. Apparently, it's like Truth or Dare.
So they're in the club, some Wipe Me Down comes on.
Yeah, so then Wipe Me Down. I don't know what this thing, I think they did this Wipe Me Down. I don't think that's the real Wipe Me Down. The Wipe Me Down's like this.
They're having fun. Molly is clearly having way too much fun.
Because she picks this super young dude and he has no idea what's going on.
She's this high-powered attorney, but she's fucking every nigga she meets. I mean, like...
Issa keeps on giving her kind of this side eye.
Molly is probably in her 30s. This guy's like early 20s.
Let her be her.
I just think that this is just like a bad look.
You know, you have those friends that always want to tell you what to do.
Who does that?
But then you look at their life and you're like...
And she's like, yo, let's have sex, let's get it going.
Good for them.
But when a woman wants something, she wants it.
If men can fuck everything, why can't women do the same thing?
And Molly gets what she wants, at least when it comes to sex.
That sex scene was everything.
It was intense. It was intense. Molly was not playing any games.
So the morning after, Kelly is upset because she didn't get any the night before. This happens to big girls. She's like, yo, I bought this guy all these drinks and I didn't get any. Horrible. But at the same time, she tries to transition. She wants to be a friend to Issa. She's like, what's going on, girl?
Kelly is pressing for questions.
And instead of her listening, now she's like, oh, did he beat you? Do we need to set his car on fire? Which I'm completely down for. Slashing some tires or busting out some windows is appropriate sometimes. So keep a big girl close.
Why do chicks go there so fast that it has to be the dude's problem? Well, most time it is our fault, actually.
Back in LA, Lawrence is having a conversation with his friend.
His friends obviously are giving him bad advice.
His friend is like, oh, you're so soft. We know you're gonna get back with Issa.
Lawrence has his tendency. He is the nice guy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Anybody could be like Drake. Hey, Drake, what's up?
If my boy got cheated on, say, bruh, ditch your ass, move on. How my pop says, son, until you're married, you're single.
Men always give bad advice, let's just be honest. You challenge a black man's manhood and all of a sudden he has to be Mr. I don't give a shit.
When someone knows you well enough that they can predict your next move, kind of makes you think, wait a second, maybe I shouldn't do what I always do.
Lawrence is like, no, we going out tonight. Call up the friends, call up the homies.
They go to the strip club and that's not Lawrence, we all know that.
The guys are talking around how women, once they're in their 20s, are hot shit. They're all dimes, right? And then as their 30s and 40s, a bit more desperate.
First, you have the conversation of who a black woman is. And then you have the juxtaposition of what the black woman in front of you is doing. She popping her ass, she popping her, you know.
It was quite misogynistic.
Let's call it locker room talk.
And I'm not here for the misogyny.
Lawrence seems to be doing a lot of things that are uncharacteristic for him. So he does go into the champagne room and he is trying to live it up.
So we've all been in the back room at a strip club before.
We all know what happens in the champagne room.
I mean, I personally have never been to a strip club. Don't put that on.
That stripper girl, she was popping it though.
He thinks she's feeling him, he's kind of feeling her. And for a minute, you're kind of like, you're with Lawrence. You're like, yes, get over it, Issa, have your moment, enjoy.
Thought he was gonna get some extras for free.
But then the check says 200 for head, 400 to fuck.
It's a strip club, bruh. Yeah, she's charging.
Like that was, really? Lawrence, you don't know that?
Know your worth, ladies. The price is, $200.
But Lawrence is not that guy.
He's probably broke. He doesn't have a job.
You realize he just doesn't have it in him.
Back to Malibu. Malibu's popping.
All the ladies are having a good time in the jacuzzi, sipping their wine.
They start kind of like reading each other.
There is a lot of like animosity, there's a lot of secrets.
Kelly and Tiffany actually gang up on Molly.
I felt so bad for Molly.
It's a lesson in epic shade.
But then Issa actually stands up for her, which is surprising.
Tiffany is sitting there. Issa makes this like comment that she's not feeling. And she's like, well, girl, at least I'm not here pretending like I got a man when I don't. Let me tell you, be careful who you come for. You never know when they're holding some receipts in their back pocket and they're gonna let you have it.
At this point, if you want to keep a secret, tell God.
Oh my God, guys. Lawrence calls Issa.
Issa hops out of that tub with a quickness.
This is amazing.
Lawrence was drunk. I mean, let's be honest.
Most dudes, you're like, you know what, maybe my girl's not that bad, the sex is free.
As Eddie girl, it gives you a little glimmer of hope. You've been fighting for it. And he tells her he misses her.
Chicks hear I miss you, and the first thing they think is, he loves me. We're getting back together.
And so she's like, wait, Lawrence called me? Out of here.
She leaves her friend's birthday to go home and save her relationship. That's so awesome.
He doesn't say come home. Next thing you know, she's in the bedroom packing up. Really? Really?
Of course she's hopeful, of course she's excited. This is the first little bit of hope, the first little bit of light that she has in this whole dark situation.
So guess who's there for her? Molly. And Molly's like, come on, bitch, I'm gonna drive you back to your man. Let's go save your damn relationship.
This was the real friendship moment.
She shows up, the keys are on the table, everything's looking good and nice.
Gets in the house really quickly, goes to the room, and Lawrence is gone.
Not only he's gone, but he's taking everything.
And she looks to the left, Best Buy shirt.
And so I'm not gonna lie, my heart sunk.
So I think it was great that he left.
And that's really sad. And guess what he's doing? He is over in that bank teller's house fucking her.
Doggy style, and he pulls a hair.
That makes perfect, complete sense.
Some basic.
Black women are so particular about their hair.
It looks good though. The way they look good.
So the season finale ends with Issa on that old, dirty, dusty-ass couch on the street that no one's picked up.
And ride or die friend Molly came back to lay with her girl and help her out.
But, Issa's sad.
I think it was wrong for Lawrence to call her and say that he missed her.
He didn't say any of that. Lawrence has no idea that Issa is coming back and expects to talk that night. So he didn't break any promises.
I'm not sad for Issa at all. Cheating has consequences.
I would be Team Lawrence. He didn't do anything wrong. What doesn't make sense is all these women on the internet who are avidly defending Issa's action. They wouldn't be doing that if it was him that cheated. She was wrong, but no, she was wrong.
I'm Team Molly because Molly is a good friend. I'm nothing like Molly, but even though I'm a lawyer, but.
I might be Team Kelly. Kelly is the only character that really truly owned up to who she was. She knew she was a hot mess. She knew she couldn't drink no shots. She knew her water was coming down her face.
I'm Team Jared. Dude talked about one, sexual fluid moment, right? But he just got head. It's not that it's 2016.
I'm Team Daniel. Daniel and Issa had a real connection. That sex scene with Daniel, it's on my phone, right now. It was epic. Call Daniel, girl. You lost your man.
Question, comments? Drop them below.
And for more videos, go to sipandstir.tv.